Ethan,
You just what?
go.
Bro, I didn't hear you. Oh my. Okay.
Bro, we're clapping.
Hello and welcome to another episode of our Chunk Blowers podcast. I'm here with Slayer Pixels, Grizz, Matt, and
are here
myself.
together. And as you can see,
We're all
I'm the
here
beautiful
together.
guy on the camera. These other pussies don't want to show their faces.
Hey,
that's not
there's a
true. I
reason
just
for that.
don't feel like
I have the
doing it.
surprise for you tomorrow. You get to see the surprise tomorrow, okay? It is a surprise.
It's a certain someone moment.
That we shall not be disclosing their name.
But today we have a fun topic, and we'll obviously go off.
But first, I do just want to add that it's been a while since we uploaded. We'll try to make more regular posts. We'll see. We still need people in the Discord server to give us recommendations. That will actually be linked down below in the description and in our About Me page. So, yeah, if you want to come join the server, go ahead. Feel free.
So today we will have a pretty fun topic. The topic is Andrew Tate and his Bugatti, which I don't know what color mine is, I guess.
Yeah.
And we will obviously be
branching
off into different conversations or different topics under that.
Yeah. Yeah, and somehow Andrew Tate is still relevant, which blows my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really support the guy, right? But really, some of the stuff, I'd say 1/3 of the things he says. Like, he says one good thing that actually is reasonable and is actually smart. And then right after, he says something that just ruins it and makes him look just sexist.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's like Alex Jones.
Give me a second, my beats are weird.
It's like, I don't really have any respect for him because he does that.
I know what you mean.
So, sometimes I believe what he says, and then most of the time, I don't, because he just says something completely wrong.
Technical difficulties.
Oh no.
No, that's rough, but we will have him back, I expect. So yeah, Andrew Tate. His name is Andrew, his last name is Tate. Hello. And yeah, here.
I'm just retarded. I turned my volume down.
And then the whole thing with his Bugatti,
his Bugatti is whatever color he wants it to be or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, no one really cares if you have a Bugatti,
or what color you get.
It's
Did you know that him and his brother are world champion kickboxers?
No way, seriously.
Wait, really?
It's not like that's whatever advertised. I mean,
oh my.
He also has about 38 different watches, and his brother and him have a pact that Andrew broke, where they don't spend over $500,000 without consulting one another.
What?
Me, I would never do that.
Andrew went over by $1, so Tristan went and decided to spend $3.5 million.
Wow, yes. He goes over by 500,001 cents. I shall retaliate by spending triple that. That's probably more than triple.
That's a bit more than triple.
Yeah. Figured as much.
Yeah. It's if you're a millionaire, you're only a millionaire. You don't even have that much money that you should have a Bugatti. You should be flexing it, right?
I mean, he has obviously enough money because there is that one YouTube shorts rolling around where they walk past the Rolls Royce store and then just go right back in. You'd be like, we don't have a Rolls Royce. Let's get one anyways, even though we weren't intending on buying a car. We just get one right there.
So I guess
he has quite a bit of money.
I mean, if you look at the prices, like the general prices of a Rolls Royce,
Yeah, they're not as
easier to
expensive
get
as a
that.
Bugatti. They're only in the 100,000s. They don't even break a million, most of them.
Yeah.
Or any of them, I don't think. I don't think they really even go above 500,000.
No, they can. It like for example, if you get like a basic car, it's probably gonna be like the price you just said, like 500,000. But if you wanted like specific custom stuff added onto it, that adds to the price.
Yeah, because I was actually looking at Royces because they're actually one of my favorite cars. I like the way they look, and I only really saw them go to like 375,000.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I would rather have like a Toyota Supra, the 1997 model, not even the 2022. I'd rather have that 1997 model Toyota Supra than a Rolls Royce,
Seriously, Rolls
Bugatti.
Royces are classy though.
I know it's classy,
Rolls
but like
Royces are
I,
needed because of their classiness and the
They're
safety
much
you
cooler
feel
than
when
a
you're in there.
they're much cooler than a Bugatti, even though their doors are literally called suicide doors.
but it's like I
Yes,
would
The
rather
way it
have that.
hangs straight to the top.
I mean, to me, expensive isn't
what?
everything.
Doesn't
So
mean. I mean, I wasn't really referring to. I just like the way they look. Like they just look nice.
I wouldn't say they're worth their price though.
I mean,
Some of them,
they
some
deserve
of
to
them are.
have them.
It's pretty.
They deserve it
Yeah.
because they were poor for a long time. Literally, if I remember correctly, one of his stories was when they were broke before they like went into kickboxing and started making money. Their poor meal was like they called it flavor because they got like some of the most cheap stuff, mixed it together, and it was so tasteless and disgusting that they had to call it flavor because they couldn't. That's the only way to add it. They said.
Huh.
Ah, I'm learning a lot of things today.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
thought they
mean,
were cage fighters or something like that.
okay, you cannot tell me that you don't want to see like Logan Paul or Andrew Tate, like just
I
having a
did not
full
want.
out brawl.
No, Andrew Tate versus Logan. Logan Paul's
Not
already
even
trying to do
Jake.
that.
Not even Jake Paul though.
No,
Logan
not
Paul.
Jake. Jake is fine. Like literally, Andrew is literally like said he's willing to like at least like he respects Jake to an extent because at least he knows he recognizes that he's a boxer and he knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Logan, he does not like respect him at all because all the clips that show him when Logan talks about Andrew is him looking at his phone, which doesn't help when he talks bad about Andrew because then he can immediately just assume that he's being told something that he has to say because he already got canceled before with the forest incident. Honestly, it's almost a
Yeah.
decade old now.
Hmm.
I mean, like, I don't
Wait,
really.
what was the forest incident?
He decided because he was going to do Baywatch and a bunch of other movies, and he still made an appearance in Baywatch, but he's supposed to do other movies with him, and he was friends with The Rock. And then he made a vlog in Japan, went into a death forest,
A
and
death?
decided to
What's death
the
forest?
suicide
Oh, the
forest.
suicide forest in Japan. That
Yep.
thing.
He decided to take pictures and video footage of all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the hanging bodies and was laughing around them. And
I do remember
uploaded
that
it.
actually. I do remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was told about that.
he lost literally somebody who was in Dwayne Johnson's camp hit up Logan and his people and told him erase all the pictures that you have of you and Dwayne and get rid of all of the pieces that says that you were ever associated with him. Otherwise, we will sue you and delete his number. Wasn't never talked to
Oh,
by him ever again. Literally, that's how bad it got.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really have any respect to like all three of Jake, Logan, or Andrew Tate.
I don't care enough to worry about getting respect or not.
Respect is one of the most important things in this world.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd say the
that might
only
be the
people
case.
I'd really respect are the people that actually like care about others, like care about every single one. every single person, no matter what they did or do, or like what, like anything. Like, let's say, like, let's say there's this person, I was walking across the street, or no, let's say I'm in school, right? Someone trips me, and I drop all my stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they still care and like stop to help me, right? They still care. Like, I respect that person, right? As long
Yeah.
as they
Then he
care.
holds it. I guess that means that I just holding true to my nickname, not my problem.
And then, like, if someone needs help, they try to help, right? I respect those type of people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's respect. Like, if somebody comes and helps you, you get slight respect. Like, yeah, that's fine. Respect is because, put it this way: if you're in a situation where you're in trouble or something, would you rather like do something where you're either liked, hated, or respected? And what do you think the response is going to be?
Respected.
Exactly.
I guess.
If you're liked, you can still be hated while having people who like you. If you're hated, you can still have a couple people who like you. But the more the people that hate you there are, the more likely they'll try to attack you in any way, shape, or form. Respect, somebody can hate you or they can like you, but they probably won't attack you. Respect
Well,
is
they,
one of the most important things because respect
yeah,
also plays into fear and also anger. If they can still respect you, you've got most of the power.
yeah. I agree with that. So, I mean, like, how about, like, let's talk about what's been happening with Kanye West right now. Let's talk
Oh
about this.
god. Oh no.
I actually
Like,
was looking through Reddit about it.
Oh no. I literally was just rereading about some of the stuff that's been happening. I don't know.
I mean, that's what he originally said. I got, like, pissed, right? And then I thought he was going to, like, fix it and fix what he said. When he, like,
Oh, you must not know
when he,
Kanye.
like, I thought he was going to, like, go back on it and, like, try to fix it, right? But no, he does another thing, and he posts again, right? And he's, like, he says he's trying to fix things, or he's saying what he meant, and then it's still bad. Like, what? Like, I thought you were
He,
gonna fix it. What happened?
he doesn't know how to fix anything because he doesn't even recognize that he's broken anything. The issue is he's mentally ill. He has the ability to get help, but the issue is he believes that he's the best. Originally, he used to be so humble. If you look back at his old like records, not just his old songs, we're talking old podcasts, old interviews. He was humble, and then right around the time he started dropping graduation and everything, because around that time he got in his car accident. That's why he has a block head now. He got in the car crash that almost killed him. It broke most of it, a little bit of his neck. His neck was slightly broken, and his jaw was completely shattered. They had to put a metal plate into his face. That's why he has a big old jaw, swollen jaw. And he dropped graduation, but he was never humble ever again. He believes he's at the top of this food chain, and he believes, especially, he believes that everything's wronging him. He doesn't think about what he says. He doesn't think about the aftermath. As you can see with how he literally gets kicked off almost every single social media every single day. Literally, the Alice Jones stuff with what he said about Hitler, YouTube's trying to delete it. Google and YouTube are trying to delete every single repost, every single one, as we speak.
Keep up with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. With the millions of channels in different languages, good luck
They
because
could
they're
just do
still
a
being
mass
shared.
search. They
Mass
could do a
search
mass
is not going to
search.
help because again, it's in different languages as well. So they have to go to different languages, and then they have to go to the different channels on there.
Yeah.
And then, well,
Then there's Twitter, where you can say whatever you want on that now, because it's now like
No, he got kicked
pure.
off.
He
He
actually
got
got.
kicked off.
Wait, I thought Elon Musk was like, like freedom of speech and all that.
Elon recognized freedom of speech, and let me just say this for anybody who thinks the things that would have been said of Elon are true. Elon was forced to do it by court order. He could not back out, even though he didn't have
Oh,
enough money.
he was. I see. Okay,
He
that
did
makes
not have
sense.
enough money. He tried to back out because he didn't want to anymore, and he didn't have enough anyways. But Twitter got pissed for some reason, decided to take it to court, and he got a court document that said if he does not, he's going to be sued.
Okay,
We're
so
asking about the same amount for like 40 billion. So he just decided to buy it, took out the loan, and Kanye the other day decided to put the Star of David and then put a swastika through the middle that goes all the way to the edges and to the edges of the page. Just randomly,
so
nothing
he's
else,
like
just a
full
random Star
blown
of David.
neo-Nazi now.
Full on. And so Elon kicked it off, and then he went on to one of the room talks, and he said he straight up like was so angry he asked he wanted to punch Kanye in the face. Like he did not like what he did was not cool at all. It was extremely wrong. Just there was no coming back from that. So he just kicked him off.
Yeah. I mean, like, with what was I about to say actually? Jeez, I keep doing this. Go on.
Dear Lord, just thinking about Kanye gives me a headache. That brother's
I didn't even. This is actually news to me. Like until like a month ago, I figured this out that he turned for the worst. I didn't even realize.
Oh, please, if you really wanted to see where it really started to begin, look at after his mother Donda died, and then look at what happened during his 2020 run for president. This man was literally crying on live television, breaking down in front of everybody. And then he started to go insane from it. And he started he would say stuff like slavery was a choice and stuff like that. He was just doing the weirdest stuff. And then he started kicking out people who were in his friend and family group. Literally, the music video for the game song that he has, the song he has with the game is the cover art is a monkey that like not a monkey that's been skinned, and then they did a claymation animation for the music video, and it has Pete Davidson's head because Pete Davidson literally got together with his ex-wife because his wife left him because he literally was just going on a downhill slope.
Oh, you know what's funny actually? So, like with Twitter, with Elon Musk buying Twitter, right? He
Yeah.
didn't have enough money for it, right?
He did.
And I was like,
No,
well, he did, but
he had
not
to take out a
really.
loan. He had to take out a loan. He was a couple billion short.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like, he tries to buy it, right? And then a court case says he does. This is like completely the opposite of like what Yahoo did. Because with Yahoo, right? They declined to buy Google for 10 million, right?
Are you
I think it was
serious?
like 1998 or something.
Google
They
killed
could have
him.
been
declined.
the best.
They declined Google, and
That's
then
actually funny.
They pulled a blockbuster. They pulled a blockbuster, just
I
like
forget.
Blockbuster.
And then I think it happened again. Let me find this actually. Do I have a picture of this?
Bro, they pulled a Blockbuster. Blockbuster had the ability to buy Netflix. And they were going to do the same thing. As you know, they didn't have the ability to buy Netflix, but they
Wait,
decided to
Blockbuster could have
keep.
bought Netflix.
I
That's
don't remember if they could completely buy it, but they were supposed to do the exact same thing because Netflix was thinking of going into online stuff because they were doing physical copies as well, just like Blockbuster. But Blockbuster was winning. They went online, and Blockbuster said, "Nah, we're not." Now there's only one, and it's like in Minnesota or something like that. Minnesota or Michigan.
there's actually a Blockbuster left.
Yeah, it's in like Michigan or something, and it literally has its own Twitter that's called like the Last Blockbuster, and it has its own website, and you can still buy stuff online now. Hmm? Oh, it's in Oregon. I know where we're going next, boys.
Yeah, we're good. And go visit the last Blockbuster.
But
I had some good memories in Blockbuster.
Yeah, go on a road trip.
Like Yahoo does it again. I forget it was like Google again, but I think Google or I think Yahoo. Google, best thing ever, right? That's my best. It's my favorite web browser, search engine, whatever.
Exactly.
But I think Yahoo tries to buy, or I think like Google offers for Yahoo to buy them again, right? For a bit more. And then they say no. And then Microsoft offers to buy Yahoo for $40 billion. Yahoo says no. And then afterwards, they proceed to be bought by Verizon for $4.9 billion. How do you go from $40 billion to $4.9 billion? Like,
Dear
you could have
Lord,
had
I thought
so
Microsoft
much.
was crazy, but bro, they literally just tried. They dropped like over like 200 billion just like in summer of this year on different things. I didn't know they were still spending 40 billion on Yahoo. Dear
They were
God.
trying. That was a while ago, though. Like, I think it was a while. I'm pretty sure it was a while ago, though, when they tried to buy Yahoo. But then eventually Verizon bought Yahoo because they declined the $40 billion from Microsoft. Like, you already missed multi-billion dollar corporation, right? Like this thing is the biggest thing so far right now. Google and Apple and Alphabet, biggest thing. Everything requires it now. Like every single thing. So they missed out on that chance. For 10 million, they said no. They could have bought Google for 10 million. And they said no, right? And then they could have been bought by Microsoft for 40 billion and would have like saved themselves and would have still had a lot to work with, right? But then they say no again and eventually gets bought by Verizon for much less. Like, how do you do that? Who made these decisions?
Incompetent people who were hired.
Yeah.
If I hear 40, the moment I hear a B sound at the end, and I heard 40 already, and I hear a B sound, yes, take it.
Yeah, like, and if you already have that 40 billion, like you're sold for life, right? You're good for life. You have enough. You can do anything. Like, why stop there?
I also just like how I heard that what's his name, the Jeff Bezos. He has like so much money that he won't be able to spend it all in his lifetime.
Exactly. Matter of fact, didn't he say that he was gonna like do a bunch of stuff for the homeless? Like recently, he said he was supposed to like buy a bunch of stuff for them or something to like help them out. I forgot what it was, but he was supposed to like go out and like get him a bunch of new facilities.
But he has like a something $1 trillion yacht or something, right?
Exactly.
I don't know. He has probably something billion. I don't think he's in the trillions, is he?
If he is and he's still hoarding that much money, then we have a problem.
Like, I'm pretty sure he is.
Did he reach the trillions? I don't know.
I mean,
hold up, I gotta Google
really,
this. I gotta Google this because I'm gonna be pissed if he is.
But it's gonna give you the net worth. The net worth is just your assets. It's not your
it's like with Kanye when they crashed all of his stuff and dropped them down.
Was like your assets and your cash.
No, it's just your assets.
It's mainly just your assets. That's why when all of his stuff was locked up and his accounts were being like frozen for days, Kanye, when he got it back, he still has billions. He still has the money. He hasn't spent it. He just his supposed net worth is dropped, but he still has the cash. So
it's like, let's take someone old, like someone like not everyone, barely anyone talks about anymore. Conversation, a topic, right? Let's take
his net worth is 114.4 billion. Elon Musk actually has a higher net worth than him.
Oh yeah, he owns a rocket company. Then again, I guess he does as well. Doesn't he own like Blue Origin?
So does Jeff Bezos. He has Blue Origin.
Blue Origin. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, like, let's take PewDiePie, right? Like, his net worth is lower, like way lower than the amount of money he makes in a year, right? He doesn't have that many assets. He doesn't really spend a lot of it.
I mean, he
So,
obviously has enough money to retire, because didn't he retire at like age 38 or 39 or however old he is?
I believe so.
it's
Because
like your net
I
worth
know he's
is
retired from YouTube.
like the reason why Elon Musk's like Jeff Bezos is both of them. The reason why their net worths are so high is because they own Amazon. One of them owns like Tesla or co-founder.
He doesn't own Tesla. I thought he was just a majority
Sorry,
shareholder.
CEO. That
I
a
think he got
majority
dropped down if I remember
shareholder than
correctly. I'm
co-owner.
pretty sure he got dropped down because he originally was because he made it, but
Oh, I
if I
didn't think he
remember
made it.
correctly, he got dropped down. He got dropped down in the order of operations because I think something came out about him. I don't remember if it was true or not, but they didn't want the allegations to harm their business, so he
Yeah.
decided to step down from his position and go
Just like
down a
the
couple levels.
allegations for Amber Heard and what Johnny Depp, Disney immediately fired him.
And now they're practically begging him to come back because, well, to an
Yeah, because
extent, they are. Half of them
the
are.
like The Rock is like replacing him, right, as Johnny Depp or Jack Sparrow,
No,
right?
they're trying to
But
get a girl. They're trying to get a girl,
No
and they're
one,
trying to reboot it as like his daughter or something like that.
uh,
And
no one
everybody says no.
ever, no
that's
one
not
ever is
gonna.
going to compare to Johnny Depp.
People are gonna boycott that so hard, probably.
Oh yeah, literally every single fan, even some of the people in the studios, are saying no. You know
Like
how hard it is to say no to the mouse? It's practically impossible.
it's like if there's a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp, I won't see it.
Yeah, 'cause
Right?
it's gonna be
He's
bad
literally,
because he's the character that made it all good.
yeah. Like if
He
there's
gave it
no Johnny
life.
Depp, then I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, 'cause nothing will beat that. Like the first movie where he's coming onto the docks with the ship sinking. Nothing will beat that.
That was funny though. I actually started watching that movie. Not started, but started watching it again.
It really got to be
I
the greatest pilot I've ever seen. But he shows the ship sinking.
Yeah. I mean, he stole a ship to stole a ship, so he stole a ship
Yeah,
to
he
steal a
stole
ship.
the.
I've never seen a single movie.
You've never seen a.
What?
You've never seen one.
I had a
No, no, no,
childhood. It wasn't the best one, but it
no,
was a
no, 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 no,
childhood.
no, no. You have Disney Plus though, right? I know you have Disney Plus. You
No.
mentioned that in grade school. I could have swore you said you
What?
had it.
I had it for like a couple months, and then I couldn't. Then because I
Cause
was
you,
paying it off of from my mom's, and then when I got my card, she took it off,
yeah, cause I
and I
remember back
never
in
put it
grade
back
school,
on.
you were telling me to buy it myself. I remember that because you had it or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I did, and then
Even
I remember it
wait,
was on my mom's. I got rid of it. Well, she did after I got my card, and I started paying for my own stuff, and
did
I haven't
Disney
had
Plus,
a chance to get it back.
did it even exist back then?
what?
How
Disney
old do you
Plus.
think we were?
Disney Plus existed in grade school. That's when
Wait,
Mandalorian
how old
was
is it?
released.
How old is it
How
right
Mandalorian
now?
old is it? Do you not, brother?
Disney
Where
Plus.
have you been living?
Look, I like because of the pandemic, I lost everything. So I lost
This
my
came out
ability to
right
speak.
around, but like literally a little bit before.
Yeah,
I
it's like
know because I was watching stuff on it.
it's like I lost everything during it. So I couldn't like I forgot how to speak, forgot how to talk to people, act around people. Like I
What do you
didn't know
think
what
I
I was
felt?
doing.
I was the exact same way, and your boy decided to try and go play football without ever having even a minute of experience.
I mean,
How
I might
you
want to
started
do
playing football
football
though?
next year.
I
Just do
did
cross
in
country.
freshman. I would have done cross crunchy. It probably would have been a better idea
Yeah, but
because
I
I
thought you
was
Cross
did cross. I thought
country.
you did cross country.
no, I was gonna try and do track,
You wanted you
but
should try track this year. Or
I have to get
have
in
you
the
ever thought
gym
of doing pole
first.
vault? Have you tried pole vault?
Are you pole
What
vaulting,
is
Ethan?
I'm doing pole vault again. You should join
what?
me.
What is a pole vault?
Where you get the
Okay,
pole and you jump over the pole, the really high pole. You know, where you use the pole to fling yourself up. That sport where there's a chance of the pole breaking every time you do it.
Yeah, you also mean the one where there's specific clips that we do not speak of?
Yeah, where like the pole shatters and they almost impale themselves. Yeah, those clips.
The one where it inserts as they jump over?
Yeah.
Or they just fail to jump entirely and fall on their face?
Yeah, those videos.
Those are 1 in a million. So it's like
Really?
I've done a
Really?
ton of
Because there's a lot of them. Are you sure?
I have done a ton of jumps. Those have never.
Would you like to double check those standards? I will happily Google it for you right now.
Okay, Google it. Google it right now. Come on. You won't.
What are the chances of the pole breaking? Not blocks fruit.
Blocks fruit.
Straight up, I went to. What are
You
the
play
chances
blocks fruits? What?
No, I put B in and it comes. What are the chances of getting pole and blocks fruits? Is the first thing that comes up when I put the pole and then B.
Won't you look at them on blocks fruits, huh?
We might need to check your.
You look at where that mythological zone type is on blocks fruits.
Straight up.
Trying to find the brand new
pole vault injuries. All right. According to the National Pole Vault Association Committee, 8 catastrophic injuries have occurred in 350 male athletes in the United States who have pole vaulted 17 feet, 6.75 inches, 5.35 meters, or higher since 1971, an incidence of 2,286 per 100,000, or 2.3 per 100 pole vaulters. This was done on May 11th, 2012.
So I'm wrong.
Is pole vault risky? It's also extremely dangerous. To watch the pole vault, especially at such extreme heights, it's an exercise in perversity. There is so much that can go wrong at 20 feet. A pole vault accident is like someone falling off the roof of their house while running as fast as they can with a thick pole in their hands.
Though, but at the level you will be at during high school, you're not going to be going that high. Like most, like with how
the percent is still 41.
With how high I think you would get, Rodney, I think you would get like 10 feet.
It's still 41% injuries, though.
Wow, then I've gotten so lucky then. So, it's like I've done so many jumps and I haven't
Are
gotten.
you more likely to get hurt in pole vaulting than you are skydiving? And then I guess you wouldn't get hurt skydiving. You just die skydiving.
Yeah, you just. It's not very painful. Like you might feel like a little bit of pain, but you won't be able to live through it.
I mean, yeah, and what's kind of funny, actually, it's not really funny, but
it's the funny.
But did you know that actually, like, it's more paperwork for someone who gets hurt than someone who doesn't, like someone who gets killed? There's more paperwork for someone who gets hurt than killed.
Well, they would think it would be more, though, right?
Nope. Like, I don't know, and I think it's funny because I tell teachers this so that they can finish it all the way. If someone gets injured in their class, if you don't want paperwork, then, well, yeah. It's actually quite interesting. So.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back on topic. What color is your Bugatti?
Bugatti color. Imagine having a Bugatti color.
Imagine having a Bugatti.
Imagine having money.
I actually found this one meme, though. It was a rather funny meme. It was like, your life is like a Lamborghini. Most of us don't have one.
Oh, you're calling me out right now.
Yeah.
But I also don't understand his like university, like end quotes. Like I don't even what is it called again? Do you all remember?
What?
I think Andrew Tate has his own like college in quotes. There's
what is
Okay, so let
college?
me
What is
explain
college
this.
unquote? What is that? I don't know what that is.
So he's changing it to called like the truth or something like that. He's rebranding because to get his banks back after he got quote unquote canceled, he had to make his own bank because he ended up having all of his, just like Kanye, all of his accounts were frozen. Every single account online that they knew he had were erased apparently. Even DoorDash was erased. His DoorDash and Uber Eats were erased somehow. So he went and made his own bank, and he's changing up. It used to be like Hustlers University is what it was called. He's changing it to the Truth, and it's supposed to be a bunch of different ways to make money that he gives you different ways to try and make money, and it gives you pay a specific price for it off the rip, and then everybody I've heard who used it has made tons of money, but I haven't seen somebody like specifically like use a video and show every single piece. So the most that people, like anybody who says what it is, especially with the way it's like advertised to people, everybody is just calling it a pyramid scheme because
uh,
one of the ways, and this is why, especially because apparently one of the ways is at least one of his older ways was, you might still have, is a way to make money is if you distribute a video putting him in it and you put the Hustlers University stuff, you get a bunch of money for anybody who's referred and actually like joins. So
oh,
you would get you like I think the original price was like $30, $45. You can make that back in like this in the span of like 10 minutes after releasing like a 60-second like reel on YouTube or on Instagram.
oh. But that's a thing about it. Like even with what he did, like I don't agree with what he does and most of the stuff he says, right? But like sometimes when people get canceled, it goes way too far, right? It's like even if he did these things and said all these things, and I don't agree with what he said, right? Even though I don't agree, I do not believe that like his assets should have been frozen or his account, right?
I mean,
It's like the
everyone has
only
no
thing they
freedom of
should
speech
do.
or whatever. I guess not everywhere has freedom of speech.
I mean, the only thing they should do is
Freedom of speech doesn't
prevent.
exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, people are trying to fight for it, but it's just people getting
No,
canceled or anything you say
let,
can be
let
something else or something else.
yeah, let me explain just how bad it's gotten. There's people who are making laws where if you don't, like, there's literal laws that are being put into place where if you do not get, say, the exact pronouns of a person, you will be put in prison.
Not in America, that's happening.
Yes, in America. That is an actual, there are actual laws that are trying to make in the States. I'm not even kidding you. They're actually trying to make laws, full on laws, that if you do not abide by them, they will send you to prison for not saying their correct pronouns because you will be going against their rights. In some weird way, they're somehow getting it done. It doesn't
Right?
make
No
sense,
way.
but it's working. I'm not even kidding
That
you.
that's more in Western U.S. Like I
Western,
understand that like we should
like,
like I understand
No,
that
it is.
people
It's
should
not in every
really.
single state. It's spread out. It's just spread out around the
what is
states.
that like heavily in California? Probably.
I'm
No,
pretty
not
sure.
California. California.
I would have
California
thought
is
about
weird,
that.
but not that weird yet.
Yeah, but it's like I understand that like
Mm.
people should respect what they want to be like referred to as, right? Or what their pronouns are. But like
Yeah.
people shouldn't go to jail for it, right? If they make a mistake and accidentally mispronoun you,
Oh,
right?
hey. Yeah. Wait, you
It's
go.
like
Go. Sorry.
you just correct them, and then if they apologize, like, and then start using your pronouns or your preferred pronouns, then it's all good. But if they just don't really care, then that's just a morality issue, and they really have to like learn and have to change because they're not being respectful. It's like if you're not gonna respect that they want to be called this, right? You're not gonna like try to make an effort to call them by their preferred pronoun. And really, it's just you're a bad human being, or not bad human being, but a bad person. It's like you gotta respect what people want, right?
Yeah. So there's actually this really funny, like I guess just funnily annoying or just annoyingly funny, however you want to phrase it. But like, there's this YouTuber that I watch, right, called It's a Gundam, and I saw this uh annoying, funny, like I just said, tangent about people are going on about saying that being fat doesn't is can be good for your health. Like working out does
You
nothing to
remember the
improve
fat phobic?
improve your health. Yeah, that. And they're saying doctors have no actual proof that being fat can destroy your health.
Ain't no way on God's
Uh,
green earth. Do I need to bring up the 500-pound life guy, the little black guy who had 14 boxes of pizza and he came in with 12?
Yeah,
Where did the other two boxes go on the way home?
yeah, and
Lady
if you
has
think that people should work out, you're fat phobic and all that jazz, like you said. Even though there
I
literally
is,
your little heart starts to stop easier because of being fat.
yeah,
Do I need to go on? There's a reason why literally there's a reason why people speculated that Kim Jong Un like had a heart attack because of a bunch of like they believe that his heart like he had a heart attack and that's why nobody saw or heard from him.
and
I
there's
That is a
believe
real
that like
belief.
I believe that like people should like make an effort to try to work out, right? But
yeah, at
like
least like
people
don't go for
shouldn't.
like like overly fit, but just dad bod style. Stay in that range.
You have to have
Yeah,
moderate, at least some form of moderation. You don't have to have. I'm not saying you to have 6 8 pack abs. I'm
I mean,
telling you, you don't even
actually
have to have abs.
having
Just
abs or whatever means you just don't eat enough.
no. You can still
Yeah,
have abs and eat enough.
because if you notice,
It's just harder to get like a certain definition. Yes, that means you're putting your body through like you're not drinking as much water and you're not eating as much to try and get a more toned look in a quick enough time. Like if you're a video guy and you do like gym stuff, usually that's what people will do. Now, if they're just normal people who are working out, nah, they can have abs and still eat fine. Like one of the people I know right now, he eats just fine. He drinks more. He drinks good enough. He's an athlete, and he works out, and he just got it from like constant working out. You can get it. It just takes longer instead of just trying to not eat and just not really drink anything and just putting your body through pain. And even then, you have to be careful because you have to keep it moderate. Dad bod is fine. Being just a little bit stronger and like being a little bit more toned is fine as well. But literally, do not push yourself too far because you still have to have some form of body fat because there's literally a guy online who pushed his body to the limit and put it down to like 3 or 4% body fat. That literally can kill you. It's not
though
good.
I do believe that people shouldn't really just like be like shamed, not really like shamed, but I don't believe that they should be like treated any differently or like they should be harassed about like being their weight, right? I believe that they should be like encouraged, and what I mean by
yeah,
encouraged
encouraged to
by
like
like
try to take care of your health better like that. Like, don't be
yeah,
rude
like
about it. Just like try to tell them or try to set them on a path.
yeah, like try to support them, right? Try to
Yeah,
support them like that, not being rude, not shaming them about it, not like going all out and like trying to call this person out. Like just try to support them. That's what I believe, but
should probably
I
post that
mean,
video inside the group and just so you guys can watch that video. The video is annoying, but also funny at the same time.
Like literally, like this does not help us in any way because it literally they go and what happens is literally that's the easiest comparison of how people act around certain fat people is Rick Ross and Lizzo. Rick Ross has been in the game for decades. This man has not been fat shamed not one of the, but not once. Lizzo, literally, she's barely been fat shamed. She has been to an extent, and it's been pretty bad whenever it did happen. But most of the time, if you look at her comments and you look at Rick Ross, I mean, it speaks for itself. Why is my phone going off?
Oh, you're important now.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm famous.
You're famous. Just the one podcast did it. Wow.
Yeah. Just happens like that.
Uh,
Are you in the Bag of Chips Discord server? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Are you a Pringle?
maybe. I'm definitely single. Like a Pringle.
Ready to mingle. I mean, what?
Hmm?
Like, some people just go way too far with, like, calling people out. It's like, let's take someone who does say something wrong, right? Or someone who does something wrong, right? And if they get canceled, like, everything gets frozen, right? Their bank account's frozen. They don't have anything, right? Just
If they
because they said
cancel
or
was just
did
a
something.
group on Twitter that didn't really have much power, but was just annoying.
Yeah, but, like, if that happens, they're not really gonna learn. They're just gonna get pissed. And they're gonna start blaming it even more, right?
Yeah, on the people that
It's
tried
like
attacking them.
that's not what you do, right? And you shouldn't really have stuff frozen just because you said something. You should, because well, saying something isn't really illegal, right? It's just morality and what people believe, right?
I mean,
That's how it works.
this is the problem. I sorry to cut you off.
So good.
Think about it this way: would you rather have all your accounts and everything frozen? You might be able to get them back, and if you do, like at the most, you'll just won't have it for a couple days, maybe a week. Or would you rather be put in the situation of Dave Chappelle, where you're supposedly quote unquote canceled, but you're still able to do tons of shows, make tons of money, but you have the possibility of, just like in this case, you have a guy trying to come up and either shoot or stab you in front of thousands of people,
I
literally
mean,
on
with what?
television too.
I mean, with that, like, if people are like trying to do that, right? That means they have a problem with what you're saying, right? And that means like you're either doing something really bad or doing something right. And then there will be two sides to it, right? And then if someone's like being threatened or like actually like people are trying to kill them, right? That's happening, then people will lean to their side. Just that's how it works. That's how it always has. It's like with let's take the Bulgarian, like there was an attempted assassination on a Bulgarian politician, right? This person wasn't really that much liked, right? This person wasn't supported that much. But once this assassination attempt occurred, people started supporting him, right? Because they said something that the person didn't like, right?
Yeah,
And that's how it works. So it's how it always works. It's like a martyr.
you're just shut
Like,
away. Cancel culture works like this to an extent. Somebody either will try to twist your words or take your words a certain way, even though it's nowhere near what you're actually saying. They will take it the way they want to perceive it because they know they can gain something from it, which is either money or your downfall or both. And if they can get either one of those or more, then they'll go ahead. Like for example, Miss T Mac brought the best example last year. The Me Too movement worked for about a month, and then it went downhill because, for example, a guy got pretty much canceled practically because it's also in the system. Cancel culture is also in the legal system as well. For example, a man killed himself in Disneyland a couple of days ago, and online he put his note, and it explained exactly why. And he explained his wife, who they and him and his wife had been arguing for a long time. He never once touched her, not once. He never fights anybody as long as he can. And she accused and she called the police on him, and he was arrested. He was found innocent, but he was fired. He lost the ability to be around his kids. He lost everything. He even was starting to lose his home. And since he had no money, his family was he wasn't able to be around his family. He had no respect, and he was hated. He did what he thought he was the only action that he could take, and he ended his life in Disneyland. And his last message was, "Make sure to be behind everybody." He was canceled because by the legal system, he was technically canceled. He lost his job. He lost all respect from everybody around him. He lost his family. He lost his friends. He lost everything.
I'd say cancel culture is a bit too powerful. The methods
Yeah,
aren't
but at
really
least it's
that.
gone off. It's off Twitter now though, so there's that.
I mean, we
It's
don't
like,
even really respect Twitter. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because
Twitter
I
is,
was told that Elon Musk fired the entire cancel culture group.
I mean, yeah, and I'm glad he did because, like, a big piece of cancel culture. I don't want to go this because it goes into politics, and I hate going into politics
I
because
hate politics going to it's
anytime
so
you go into
boring.
politics, you end up with somebody hating you or literally wanting to jump you. So I try not to go to those areas. But cancel culture bases itself around three centers: females, trans, and anybody else in the LGBTQ. Those are the main three where you end up seeing people be canceled because of. Like,
I
for
wouldn't
example,
really say that the LGBTQ community are the ones that cancel. It's more the people who support the community. It's like, we
there are
both
people
know Owen,
who
right?
are in the community who do. It's not. Am I saying it's not always them? No. That's why there's also two others in there. It's more often than not. It's not even women usually, even though it is. There's a second most. It's mainly when it's based around trans. I will respect whatever you want to call yourself as long as it's not weird. Like, I've literally seen videos of people. Like, one of the people I watch, I forgot what her name was, but she will look at people's TikToks, and one of them, somebody called themselves Dirt Self and Bug Self. How far have we gone down the hole? How far have we gone down the rabbit hole to where we're literally saying respect them calling themselves Bug Self, and
You know,
then a girl literally saying, if you don't want to be with a trans person and trying to say it's because of preference, you're transphobic. That can literally kill a man's career, his life, and anybody around him.
I mean,
It
you
makes
can also
zero sense.
be. I was also told that if you go on a date with a trans person, they don't tell you you're trans person, you can actually get arrested for that for not telling. It's like I forget what the crime is. It's like
You're withholding information, and
yeah,
it'll be rape and sexual misconduct
yeah,
and
yeah,
sexual abuse because
yeah. That's what
you
it is.
didn't tell them, so they were not able to give consent. So
Yeah.
there will be rape and a bunch of different sexual misconduct and abuse cases.
Though I would like, um, though I can't really say anything, and I don't really, what I'm about to say isn't really valid because I myself am straight, right? But it's like a phobia, like being transphobic has phobia, right? It has the word phobia in it, which phobia means scared or deathly afraid, right? It's like having a phobia of cockroaches. You hate them so much that like you maybe cry when you like see any, or you yell, scream, right? That's what a phobia is. Or like, and with being transphobic, that would be like you're gonna cry or you're gonna scream if you encounter someone who's trans, or you want to restrict that person, right? It's like not supporting someone isn't being transphobic, right? Like you can still respect the person and still respect that they have that choice to be that, right? And they have that choice, and you can respect that without supporting them. But some people believe that if you don't support them, you are like transphobic, right? When that's actually not true, because a phobia is deathly afraid, right?
Yeah. Also, going back to like the thing that people are calling themselves like bug things and whatnot. I don't know if this can be considered shit, but I feel like that a lot of times now people are just using their pronouns just to get attention or something. I don't know. That's what I'm starting to think about these outrageous pronouns.
No,
That's the
that's
same
a
thing with what I was talking about, the Me Too movement. Literally, Miss T-Mac has put it the best way she could. She said, it worked for about 2 months, but women killed it.
What?
Because if they got mad at a man, she literally told us, she literally told us her advice to us. With her short time she was with us as our teacher, she said, if you get a girl and you want to have sex, you have somebody write a little, you have a paper ready to go that she has to sign. So
Oh
that
yeah,
literally shows that she gave you consent. So she cannot go onto Twitter or somewhere else or call the cops on you and say that you raped her and did
yeah.
these
I
things,
actually
and then you
saw
get arrested.
saw something about that on Reddit. It was like a consent card where you have to have both names right on the card and say whatever on it, and you have to sign in your signature.
yeah. It's
So,
like cancel culture is a weapon that you can use on anyone. Like if I got mad at you, Rodney, right? I
it's
could just use cancel culture. It's like if
have
I
you
had something on you, even if it wasn't that bad, like if I got pissed, I could use that, right? And it's way too powerful, and anyone can use it. And that, like, and people, and like with how they're canceled and what happens afterwards, like, it's way too severe. Like, your entire humanity, your entire life, like, you have nothing after you're canceled, right? And you could, like, have done nothing wrong, right? You could have maybe, like, let's say you did have sex with someone, right? And this person accused you of like doing something like this is like extremely rare, right? But like, and she claims that you raped her, right? She claims that. You could have done nothing. She claims that. And boom, your entire life is taken away from you. You're canceled. You get sent to jail. And there's not really nothing you could do, right? It's
Exactly.
like it's a weapon anyone can use. People can use it to get money. People can use it to get like revenge in quotes on someone. Like if you're
yeah.
mad, you can use it.
Like, have you seen like that one YouTube shorts where about there's like this one lady that accused like 20 something or 15, I don't know the exact number, but it was a lot of people. Like, she accused a lot of people of rape, even though, but later on figured out that it was all a lie.
I might have. When I say I've seen a lot of videos on this type of stuff, I mean most of my search, like my reels, before I started adding in my subscriber, like my subscribed ones, like the cycle went through like normal stuff, like Shameless and stuff, and then it just went to Andrew Tate and a bunch of like uh, Jordan Peterson, I believe it was, um, like just anybody you think you would see just talking about random stuff that's really important and just like the Matrix and different types of stuff. That just became my entire reels. That's all I see now most of the
In
time.
my reels, I try to filter out my reels because I really don't care about all this stuff that's going on. So I just try to make my things like funny memes and whatnot. Which I've done that, so I'm happy with my reels.
I got to Star Wars, Legos, Valorant, and
Yeah,
bug
that's me. I
gaming.
also have Valorant clips as well.
Mine used to be Shameless. Me and a bunch of different people. I don't know how it
Oh,
happened, but
that one
it was
that movie Shameless with like Carl or whatever his name is.
yeah. You got White Boy Carl and the Shameless pieces.
Yeah, I used to get that, but I got rid of it because I didn't really care about that movie. That movie seemed kind of weird.
Then it was like Dirty Peaks or something like that, whatever it was called.
Yeah, then there's like the
The
Sopranos,
Sopranos and stuff.
Sopranos. Then there's like the
And
guy that was like became a police officer and was a neo-Nazi or something like that.
yeah, and then it went to Breaking Bad and stuff.
Yeah, I
And
still
then
get some of those here and there.
yeah, I
I
mean
like
it's still
the
better than cringy like random like 30 likes like and two comment like can you stop the video on this character? level impossible Fortnite clip
Yeah.
with this audio.
Then I most of all I hate the ones that have the text to speech. I hate text to speech. I don't know what about it. It annoys me
You will
so
love
much.
this new
Yeah,
recipe.
that one lady's voice, whatever that it is about it, I find that voice so annoying.
It's overused. It's fine if it's on the certain videos. Certain videos needs it because there's either no audio altogether or you need it to explain it, no matter how annoying it sounds. But any other time, don't need it. It's so bad. It goes over everything and it makes the video impossible to actually enjoy.
Yeah, I hate that text to speech. It's I guess you could say it makes my blood boil from how annoying it is. I don't know if that's the right term, but like I just just don't want it. Well, did you ever get like the reels, like the people that talk about the guy that had like a what was it? He had like a power washing company. People would always get mad at him.
Even yeah.
People talk about he's wasting water doing his power washing company.
Oh yeah, I remember that one
And
too.
like the one where the guy spray painted his name on the wall, and now people are trying to say that it might not have been, he might have been framed. But that guy cracks me. But that that he has a warfare with his comment section every single day.
Dear God, you're bringing up too many memories. I've been
Um,
too far into these YouTube reels.
so isn't it funny how much we like how much we bounced during this? Like we've gone from thing to thing, and we like jumped across the entire universe to a different thing. Like we
That's
went
what you're supposed
from
to do in a
like
podcast.
yeah, I know, but I find it funny, right? We went from Yahoo, right? We went from Yahoo and Google, and we made it to cancel culture, and we somehow got to like Shameless. It's like we went all the way. We went far. Now I do think that like even though like we do have Chunk Blowers podcast, I think we should have like a name for it. I don't know if y'all would be down for that, but I think it would be pretty
What do
cool.
you mean? This is an alright name. It's not the best, but it's
No,
alright.
I mean like it's called Chunk Blowers podcast, and that's the name of the channel. Like we don't really have like
I'll just call it
it's
Chunk
like
Blowers, and we just do
Call
podcasts
it
and other
Chunk
things on it.
Blowers. You don't have to have podcasts at the end
Yeah,
of it. You
because
can just
then we can
do
open up to more
videos.
opportunities.
Yeah, if
we
you just limit yourself to the podcast, you can still put videos into it, but it's going to be random and nobody's going to expect it, and it's going to be weird.
Yeah, it can be a variety channel because not be
no,
restricted
I
to one
know,
thing.
They could
I
be
know, but
normal
it
videos. There could be vlogs if we ever did anything and actually went to do stuff. If we
Yeah,
actually sat down and
we
did
can we,
stuff.
Rodney.
we can do videos of us at Scallywag Tag or something.
Whoa, you under
Yes.
whoa. What I meant though, yeah. So although
Yeah, you
y'all,
also might want to
you
cut it out because of I was talking about
whoa.
the whole fact of Scallywag too. That could be considered doxing. I guess I don't know.
So
What do you mean doxing? We're
I
just
don't know.
taking a GoPro and as we go into laser
Well,
tag with a
yeah, but like
4-year-old.
that's giving a place. But then it's probably fine. Who knows?
though
Some
so
people can
y'all
consider it.
misunderstood. I meant like we have our channel name, right? Chunk Blowers, and
Yeah.
we do many things on Chunk Blowers, right? We have game, we have podcasts, we could do VODs, or sorry, what?
Nah,
Vlogs.
probably
Sorry,
don't do VODs. If you do VODs, it's going to need its own playlist. But I recommend to just make like a secondary channel and have it on the
I
side.
meant vlogs. But
So just
we
between
could do
VODs and
that,
vlogs.
right? But I meant a VOD is like it's the
VOD is just the
recording
stream. It's
of a
just the
stream.
recorded stream. That's all it
Uh,
is.
yeah, okay, yeah.
What I meant is that whoa. Can I finish, please? I'm gonna
No
cry.
finishing for you. I finished first.
But I am the one who waves.
I'm the one who
So
talks.
So it's like we have the channel name, right? Chunklers, and we do a lot on that. But then we have the podcast name. It's like I think we should have a different name, like for the titles of the podcast, like and
Just
instead
give
of
what you're going to start talk like an idea of what you're going to talk about. Like I'm not saying like when with how we started with Andrew Tate, it doesn't have to just be Andrew Tate. Get a list of things that you might talk about or what you did talk about, and then you
yeah.
put that in the title either afterwards or before, whenever you figure it out and you've actually done it. You
I
put it
think
in there.
I think we have like Chunklers as the channel name, right? And then for a podcast, like
For
it's like
example,
for
look
the
at the Stiff
title,
Socks episodes names, like what they do with the episode names.
like we should do.
Yeah, because I actually mentioned it. When are we actually wrapping it up?
Yeah. Okay, so do we want to do it so that like it's like since I started it today, like I'll end it today, and then
Yeah, you
next
can do the outro.
episode you start
Bro, we
it,
can
and
just
then
end it
Just
together.
do the
We're taking
outro.
more time on it.
Just do the outro. Just hurry up and finish up. Hurry up.
Yeah.
okay. Do we want to do it together or
No,
okay?
you go.
Fine,
No,
I'll do
you
it.
go.
Dear God.
Just do it,
Okay,
Ethan.
okay,
End it. Do it.
okay.
Curious to end.
So this is our podcast for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We talked about a lot of things, including our topic, Andrew Tate. Hope you enjoyed talking about Yahoo's finances and how they missed a multi-billion-dollar company. Hope you enjoyed, and you'll see another soon.